Hello, Andrew Sweeney here. Now, if this is the first time you've seen me, let me tell you, I'm all about making it really easy for course creators to create and publish their course. I'm about sharing what I've learned in the 20 long years or so I've been creating courses to make it simple, enjoyable and of course, very profitable for you. In this video, we're going to look over the different types of courses you can create and where these fit into a long-term strategy. You've got to have a strategy. It's really important to have an overarching plan. It's not just about throwing content out there and then hoping for the best. But fear not, because by the end of this video, you'll be very clear on what course is best in each situation. But before I go into all that, if you want more course creation tips from me, remember to click the subscribe button below. And while you're doing that, hit the bell so you get notifications when I've got something new for you. And if you like what I teach, give me a thumbs up and let me have your comments and questions. I do read them all. Anyway, basically, there are 4 different course types. Well, there's more, but we're going to stick to the main 4 because these pretty much cover 95% of all courses. We've got live workshops, beginners courses, focus courses, and lastly, premium courses. So let's start with the last one first, the premium course. So what's a premium course? Well, it's your flagship course. It's the biggest by far, it's the most complex, and often carries a high ticket value. Price-wise, it's normally between $500 to $2,000, sometimes even more. I've seen premium courses priced at 25 grand. Now, should every course creator have a premium course? In my opinion, yes they should. But, and I can't stress this enough, I beg you, despite it sounding really attractive to be selling a course for $1,000 or more, don't, and I repeat, don't start with this one. It's complex, so many moving parts, so much to get right and so many places you can go wrong. If you start with this and it goes south, and it likely will if you're just starting out, I promise, I'll hunt you down and say I told you so. But basically, a premium course, it covers everything it takes a prospect from being stuck to giving them a total solution. But before you start on a mammoth course like this, what you should be doing is creating smaller courses first. You need to build an audience of people who are happy to pay. You need to build trust and you need to master your craft. Then and only then should you move on to a higher ticket item. If you follow my advice, your chances of becoming a successful course creator are pretty high. But most new course creators totally ignore this and try to take on a premium course right off the bat. So it's no wonder that most of them fail. So, premium course, a big yes, but when you're ready. The next course we'll look at is a focus course. Now, I actually love these. These are really fun to make. Let me explain exactly what a focus course is. As the name suggests, it's focused. It's focused on one topic, normally a slightly more advanced topic. Let me give you an example. Say your bag is teaching wedding photography. If you were doing a premium course, you'd be covering everything from what gear to buy, how to find customers, how to shoot, how to edit, the whole 9 yards. But a focus course would be just picking one topic and diving really deep. Say, shooting weddings with flash. It's just one core topic that you go into great detail on. Now, price-wise, you're looking anywhere between $97 and $497. But I found the sweet spot to be about $197, but of course it depends on what you're teaching. Now, duration for a focus course, well, it's normally short, it's normally between 1 to say 3 hours. The trick though, the part that can be a little harder, is finding the audience. If you do this type of course, you need to make sure that you can present it in front of the right audience. Now, I know this is true with any course, but with a focus course, it can take a little more work. Your focus course is, well, it's focused. So take the time and make sure you can get it in front of the people who will want to buy it. Now, if you've already got a list of following, this type of course is something to really consider. It's quick to build and profitable and customers like them. What more do you want? Next, we've got a beginner's course. Now, don't be deceived here. Just because it's a beginner's course, don't go thinking it's the easiest course to create, because it's not. Teaching anything to someone who's got no prior knowledge requires really careful planning. It's so easy to miss something. And experts are the worst at doing this. They forget how much they know and how little the audience knows. The term I give to this is the curse of knowledge. Now, typically, a beginner's course is designed to get somebody started, to give them a basic knowledge. It's not a complete soup to nuts walkthrough. Just enough to give them the basics. But it can be a good way to draw people in and prime them for a more complete solution, maybe even lead them on to a premium course later. Now, duration-wise, like a focus course, you don't want it to be too long, 2 to say 4 hours long, and I'll be edging more towards the 2 to 3 hours mark. Price-wise, it's not normally that expensive, maybe $97 to say $147. Now, lastly is a mini course, or as I like to call them, live workshops. Now, these are pretty cool. In fact, I've seen more and more people using these. I've seen the likes of Frank Kern and Russell Brunson using these, and they work. They work really well. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail on these because I've already devoted a full video to this framework, and I'll link to it below and you can check it out. You really should. If you're starting out creating courses, this is the one that I recommend that you start with, and I'll come to the reasons why in a sec. But first, just what is a live workshop? Well, it's short, normally 2 to 3 hours or so, and you present it live, and you round it off with a Q&A session. It's super quick to create, no lesson plan, no editing, nothing technical. What you do is you find the biggest objection your audience currently has, what's keeping them up at night, and then you address it. You answer the biggest objection or question they currently have. Now, price-wise, they're normally around $47 to say $97. But even with the lower price point, here's why I think workshops are worth considering if you're just starting out. You're giving your audience answers to what questions they're currently asking, what's on their mind now. You're showing up live, which builds a massive amount of trust, and they're really easy and quick to create. Takes less than a week, even if you've never created a course before. And the lower price point helps you build your list with people who are happy to pay for your knowledge, which is far better than trying to build a list with just free lead magnets. This mainly attracts people who just want freebies. You want to be attracting action takers. And by using a workshop course, this is exactly what you're doing. Doing a workshop course builds your core skills quickly, which gets you really good at presenting. It builds your confidence. And lastly, and this is important, you get revenue coming in instantly. Revenue you can use to fund more content. It's a pretty solid foundation on which to build your business. Well, I hope this has given you an insight into the options you have. So take a minute and drop a comment below on which course you'd like to create and why. And if you like this lesson, you may want to know that I run a Facebook group just for course creators. So why not join and get tips and tricks daily? And I'll put a link below. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit the like button. I'd also like to have your comments and your questions, so you know what to do. Let me know down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I've released more content to help you create your courses. Well, there we go. So till next time, happy creating.